Okay, welcome back finally. Yeah, it's one of those ones today. Don't even know if this is going to work properly, but yeah, it's just one thing after another. Fleas, I can deal with fleas. Heat, I can deal with heat. Getting my car sideswiped, I can deal with that. I can take all that in my stride. It wasn't major damage, just the wing mirror, but I need to get new glass for the wing mirror now. And then I go to make a even the phone's giving up and freeze it just froze. It's hilarious. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video. I tried a minute ago and it said can only read only the memory card, back up all your files because it's going to basically fail. So I have to get a new memory card, which is nice. Got this package and two other packages. Me being lazy and not walking to the shop, which is literally 2 minutes. I parked my car outside there. I was coming back from somewhere, coming back from another shop. Lidl, if you must know. Lidl. And I was in a bit of a rush because I had frozen stuff. Still glitching. I had frozen stuff in the boot. So I usually turn my mirrors in on the outside in oncoming traffic. But I was in a rush, so I didn't. And the one time I didn't, of course, somebody comes along and clips it. Hopefully it was in a really fancy car, and they've done a lot of more damage than it caused me. Shit happens. And the guy's like, oh, somebody got a black car. Somebody just hit your car. And I'm like, oh well, it's half broken before, now it's fully broken. But yeah, it still works. Just it's like when I look through the mirror, it's looking at a kaleidoscope of many different shattered images. So should be able to get a mirror pretty cheap, like a stick-on thing or a clip-on thing. I'll be back with another rant video saying it cost me 30 quid for this piece of glass. It's not even glass, it's just reflective plastic. It's plastic with a reflective mirrored side on it. Now this will make you laugh. It'll make me laugh, hopefully. So look, most things don't bother me, you know. Take things in my stride. There's no point crying over spilt milk. I can't run after the guy and catch him, or woman, whoever it was. I'm not saying women drivers are bad. I'm just saying, it could have been a man, could have been a woman, could have been a stolen car. Actually, I did see a stolen car around there the other day. Anyway, all this packaging and this big box for a little lead. And I wanted to get it out and have a look at it because I've been busy. Yesterday I was busy. Notice anything different about him? It was the last one available, and it's got a lot of loose flock on it. Don't know if you can make out in this light, but he's got something missing. Can you tell what it is yet? I'll back to that in a second. So yeah, I was going to put, this is the one of the figures that I repaired. This was the one with the cracked neck piece. Somebody had overstrung it. They'd used far too strong elastic on it. And I've got it here. It's in another bag. So I think it's in the bag there. No. in here now. But anyway, yeah, it was really weird type of bungee rope. It was thicker than anything, like same thickness as the green stuff I had before, but had no elasticity, and it was really, really tough. So obviously they'd pulled on this thing, and they might have got like a bar or a screwdriver in the top pin to sort of hold it, but the sheer force of it is just like literally just gone, just crumbled it. So I've just used very, you know, as you can see there, it's a bit twisted. Yeah, just does the job, you know. A little bit floppy, a couple of twists. You know, but end of the day, I'm not going to put too much strain on it. It's been through enough, and I don't want it going again. It's been glued, super glued, and then I don't know if you can make it out. Looks like he's been melting in the sun like me. So I've got just like some 2-part epoxy dribbled over. I think that will do, to be honest. We'll see when I go to push this head on. If it goes in like an Easter egg, I might spit my dummy. That might be the final straw. Everyone's got a breaking point. Now this flock is itching my hand. Let's see. Oh, I hear a crack. Maybe I should put that on another figure. I've got them here. I have fixed the talker. I've just done it temporary because I've got a feeling this is going to fail again. I might do a separate video on this. There is like a little selector switch that you can sort of move backwards and forwards to slow down or speed up. But the problem with this one was not that. The problem was it's like a loop. Like you've got the selector switch on one side, on the other side where the cord comes out, it sort of goes through a peg but under a spring, so you don't have that tension from that spring. Then it goes on Mickey Mouse. Still a little bit fast, but once it's got clothes on that, it'll probably rub against clothes and slow it down a bit, so not too fast. It's a lot better than, and it has got a bit of a give us some colour. Still not perfect, but yeah, nice thing. Happy to have that. So that's the one with the broken neck, and these two here are literally, this just needed restringing, and that's got the flocked head on that it came with, and that one is a bit tighter. You know, it's got a bit of, it's a bit more sturdy. I didn't want to over tighten that one just in case it put too much strain on the neck and broke it, and it stands, it does everything it needs to do. So I just need to put hands on each of those, and they're good. And this one just literally needed you know, redoing with a bit of elastic. So that's all good. Pop this head on. And these are all good. So what I was saying before about you've got the full range. This one hasn't got the little you know, to extend his neck back for sniper position, but you can tilt it somewhat forward, back, if it holds side to side, but it's kind of slipping around all over the place at the moment. Just push it all the way on and see if that makes a difference. It might do. A bit more friction. So it'll hold side to side, backwards and forwards. So that, I'm very pleased with this lot. Nothing is perfect. I mean, this one's got a bit of issues, but those two alone I think were worth what I paid, and the other two are just a bonus. And I like little quirky things like this. You know, I spent all day, most of the day, gluing, fixing them up, passes the time, takes your mind off the abnormal temperatures. And this one just needed putting back together again and restringing. This is a really nice figure. So well pleased. I've got a bunch of hands in a drawer over there. At this rate I'm going to have to buy some more. Thought 10 pairs would be plenty. Oh no, I've been going crazy, clicking and clicking. So I've got some figures coming from Gary Hay. They offer parts basically, or I might fix them up. They've got hard hands anyway, so they don't need hands. But I've been buying a few more off eBay. Well, I mean a few, I mean quite a few. So might be passing some of those on, not sure yet. I have to really stop now and reevaluate what I want to do with the collections that I've got. I've got too many collections. I was watching a video earlier and I have had these similar thoughts before, but like if I was to die, say tomorrow, I got hit by a car crash, whatever, I don't want my family dealing with all this crap. They wouldn't know what it's worth. They wouldn't probably know where to start. Probably know eBay, obviously, and Facebook, but you know, I wouldn't want that stress on them. So I either sell it all up and just keep a few bits, or I open a bloody toy museum somewhere. But that ain't gonna happen. That's a pipe dream. You know, ideally I'd like to open up a place for people to appreciate some of this stuff. But unless it's very niche. And the same with the DVDs and the videos. It's very niche. I was thinking, maybe do something with them, maybe some sort of rental service, or open up a shop somewhere. I'm just thinking it's a lot of hassle. Would it work? Don't know. It's an idea I've been toying with. But yeah, I have to evaluate what I'm going to do, where this channel's going to go. I love tinkering around with the Action Man stuff. I love fixing them up. I love learning about them, but there's only so much time, and there's only so much you can do. So yeah, I'll still be bringing you the stuff that I've been unboxing and been buying. I do unboxings and bags of shite. I've got a couple of bags of shite right next to me, in fact, and that's another thing. It's just, I love accumulating stuff, but if you haven't got the space to put it, then it starts becoming Hoardersville, and I don't want to live like that anymore. I've lived like that for quite a long time, and I need to change things and let go of some things. Or if I am going to do something like I don't know, a shop or something, or maybe I'll just sell my stuff to somebody else and let them do it, because I've got so many things that I want to do. I don't really want to be tied down to one thing. I like to be able to do a bit of this, do a bit of that. But you never know. This video might not even get uploaded. I might be just talking to myself. This whole bloody memory card might get corrupted in a minute, and it might be lost to the ether. But anyway, that's the musings of a somewhat contemplative, overheated, over-consumed, or overindulged, I should say, by many. I do appreciate people tuning in, listening to me, and hopefully agreeing with some of the things, or knowing where I'm coming from. Whether you collect physical media, whether you collect figures, whether you collect, records, tapes, signed pictures, you get to a point where it doesn't matter how much you have. There's always more. There's always more. You could just keep buying and buying and buying and buying, and never stop, and never be totally satisfied. Said it before, less is more, and it definitely is. Do think there is some method to my madness. I do think that there is going to be like a resurgence in DVDs. Might not be like it is happening, but it's very sort of hipsterish and a bit niche. But Gen Xers are going back to DVDs and tapes and stuff like that, stuff that they probably didn't even have growing up. People are getting fed up of streaming. They like having tangible stuff in their hands. They like watching the extras. They don't want things that are censored or cut, or 1 minute they're up next on the servers, next minute they're down, or they've switched to another platform. Once you've got it in your hand, or you've got a cheap DVD player. Again, I picked up a couple of DVD players the other day because they're good ones, because they can be unlocked by putting in the code in, and you can watch all Region 1, Region 4 DVDs in them. I paid £8 for them, for 2 DVD players, so I just had to. What I'm going to do with them, I don't know. Maybe sell them, maybe give them away, I don't know. I'll probably keep one at least, and keep one as a spare. It's that kind of mentality. It's like, that'll come in handy. That'll come in handy. Oh, I can do something with that. That's what leads to becoming a hoarder. Never throwing anything away, making do, repairing stuff. That is kind of who I am and how I've been brought up. So I'm not going to purge a load of stuff, but I am seriously thinking of decluttering my areas around here so I can breathe literally a bit better and move around a bit better without moving piles of stuff and boxes of stuff around, just to get access to certain areas and be able to see the stuff that I'm actually collecting, because it is madness buying and buying and not appreciating what you've got. I mean, I was tempted to buy something today that I sold a couple of years ago, and might have been a year or two, and I just had to stop and think, you don't need it. The reason I sold it before was needed the money, and it was a big lump. It's like a quarter scale figure, and somebody's selling one relatively cheap, not cheap, over £100. I was thinking, if I got it for £100, that'd be a good deal. That's £100. I ain't got space for it, so luckily I didn't buy it. So I am, and I've got a similar one at the moment, but because of the heat, he's kind of wilting at the moment. It's kind of like that. I'll show you, but it's dark and can't be bothered. Might take a picture and stick it in a post or something. Even my poor old alien is feeling the effects of the heat. But yeah, it is a strange one collecting. I mean, we collect for different reasons, for nostalgia, for filling gaps, but yeah, I was watching a really good video today, and he broke it down really well, and I'll leave a link down below if you want to watch that. Basically what he was saying was like somebody else's possessions haven't got the memories attached to them, they're just possessions. So you see stuff at a car boot sale, there's no story attached to that plate or that figure or whatever. The memories are with that person or that family that remember the thing. Unless it's really sentimental, there's no need for it. Like, say I collect these figures and I die, my kids might keep a couple, but they won't keep everything. Physically, it's not possible. So yeah, it was basically saying, like, I've got a lot of my late mother's stuff, and I've been holding on to it because part of me doesn't want to let go of it because it's part of her. This is stuff that she liked, but she's not here anymore. And if I get rid of the stuff, I'm not betraying her or forgetting her. I'm just passing on the stuff to somebody else to appreciate. I'm not appreciating it, it's in a box. I might keep a few things and stick them up here and there. But right now, it's too much. And it's like, if I died and my kids want to keep a couple of my things, fair enough, but to keep everything would be madness. And I wouldn't expect them to. So it is kind of like a wake-up call watching that video. I wasn't going to watch it, I was like, oh, whatever. And I clicked on it. And I was like, yeah, that makes so much sense. And I've watched videos about hoarders and letting things go and all that sort of stuff. And it is hard watching some of that stuff because I know how they feel. And I know how I would feel if somebody come along and done that here. I've even had bad dreams about it, to be honest. Somebody coming in and just clearing the lot. But, in a funny way, it would be a relief, a lot of it. Obviously not sentimental stuff. But to go back to scratch, to go back to zero, have nothing. That would be quite a big burden or a big weight lifted off my shoulders. It would be just like, well, don't have to worry about it now. But my kids are the same. My oldest son, we were watching Gran Torino the other night. That's a good film, good father and son film, and he was like, Dad, that is one of the best films I've ever seen. And I'm like, yeah, it's bloody good. And I said, oh, you can have that copy, I've got another copy somewhere. And he's like, yes. he put it right next to Dirty Harry in his little collection, and he grabbed a load of other DVDs. I'm having this one, I'm having this one. I'm saying, yeah, make yourself a little collection. And he's got Goodfellas in there. He said, oh, what's this? Goodfellas. And I'm like, it's a classic. We need to watch it. I've watched it recently, but he needs to watch it. It's things like that, you know. A DVD is a DVD. It's not the memory that's attached to that piece of plastic. It's the memory of sitting together and watching it together, that experience together. It's like, you know, I was tearing up by the end of Gran Torino, so was he, I could tell. And he was like, Dad, that ending, wow. I was like, man, you get it. That's what films are about. It's about getting that feeling, you know, getting whatever the emotion. I mean, I watched the film, what was it, that Funny Games, that film just left me cold. It's just horrible film. And I watched that Guy Ritchie film Revolver, and I wanted to find Guy Ritchie and do him harm for wasting my time. I mean, Lock, Stock and Snatch are good films, in my opinion. They are a little bit dated now, but they were good fun films, and they are, you know, what about a fucking caravan with no fucking wheels? Do you like Dags? Some classic lines in those films, and where's your vaccine? Where's your vaccine? Good stuff. So anyway, I'll leave it there. It's nearly 30 minutes of me rambling. Hopefully you can still just about see me in the dark. It's kind of light and shade. Now. That's your shadow. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this bullshit. And I hope, you know, maybe you take something from this if you've watched this far. I mean, I get loads of entertainment out of YouTube, so if I can put some back in, that's my bit of karma. Give and take. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye bye.